Bardsung, one of the most anticipated games of 2022. I finally got my hands on it, and now I'm selling it. What went wrong? Okay, everybody, nothing really went wrong. Not really. You see, I'm an old Dungeons & Dragons player. I love games that let me explore dungeons, kill monsters, find out exciting stories on the other side of those doors, gather loot, get power, solve riddles, become a hero. Bardsung's my game. It's all the way up. It's got cool miniatures. It's got fantastic art. It's got creators who care. They love it. They love it. They love it. So why am I selling it? Before I tell you that, I'm going to tell you that I want this channel to always be positive. We are upbeat because we're gamers and we love games. We love them, and we want this channel to be good energy, to be vibing with family. And I mean, that doesn't mean we have to always be politically correct. In fact, I'm never politically correct, but I'm always clear with the good vibes. It's all in good fun, isn't it? We're here to have some fun, to do some challenging things, to make some jokes, and to love games and each other. So, I do not want to take the proverbial dump on Bardsung, but I am going to have a conversation with you just because you're my friends. What happened? What didn't work for me? So, first of all, these guys put a lot of work into it. The people who did it, I call them guys, could be gals, I don't know for sure. You can feel the heart in it. It's a fantastic story from what I've seen so far. The miniatures are amazing, the art's amazing, and it's just got this conglomerate feel of someone cared. Someone frickin' cared. And I love that. I love that about this game. I really do. It has characters. They're individual. It has different powers that they have. It has different equipment. It has loot. It has a progressive story. It has everything I would want. And I'm selling it. Again, I'm just leading you on like, why, Jason? Why did you do this thing? Why? Well, I'll tell you why. We'll just have a little conversation about it. First of all, I hit the rule book like hitting a wall. Just whoosh! No, I'm exaggerating? No, I'm not exaggerating. The rule book was so off-putting to me, so confusing. I was so excited. I was like a kid in a candy store. I was like a kid Christmas morning, and then I hit that rule book. Steam Forge Games, get your rule books going. And I just backed one of your games, RuneScape, and I typed in the comment section like about 50 times, get your rule book absolutely perfect. I did not like the Bardsung rule book. I did not. Let me repeat. Like the Bardsung rule book. It was complex. I have a whiteboard outside. I have a lot of whiteboards all over my house. I love thinking with whiteboards. And it's still got computations on how the combat system works. Not good. Not good, my friends. That's not what we want. We don't want a rule book that's a barrier to entry. 2 was the combat system. I was really excited at first because it looked a lot like D&D. I got a die 20. I've got these other damage dice. There's a die 4. There's a die 6, a die 8, a die 10, a die 12. I'm all like, D&D, here we come. But it just didn't work out that way. There were some other things involved. And I just did a video yesterday about combat, so I'm not going to go into the combat about this one, but it just didn't work for me. What else didn't work for me? My approach. So at first I thought this is going to be a great game with me, my friends, or my wife, and it just wasn't. It was going to be too involved, too deep. It wasn't going to work for game night. It wasn't even going to work for me and my wife. And so I was going to play it solo, and I wanted to get the most out of it. So what did I do? I geared up, I strapped up, I got strong, and I took 5. See that? 5 characters. I was going to get the full, rich experience. That was too much. It was too complicated for me. I didn't really enjoy that. It was too much work. Next thing that happened was I hit the grind. And I didn't like it. Just didn't like it. It was too much grind. I'm going to tell you a story. You ready for one of my stories? Diablo 2. Years ago, I took a necromancer. I am going through the whole adventure, and I am story-oriented. Where am I headed? I'm headed to that devil, Diablo himself. I'm going to go kill him. So I'm going like a bat out of hell. I'm going... I get to him. I still remember, I was 26 level. Went in, faced Diablo. I'm all like, I am here. I'm ready to put you down. And guess what happened? He kicked my ass. And he kicked my ass, and he kicked my ass. So I kind of talked around. I talked to some friends and they're like, 26th level, dude, you got to go out and grind. You got to grind it out. You got to go grind and get more levels. So I started grinding. I got maybe to 28th level. You gonna call me a quitter? Is that what you're gonna do? You gonna call me a quitter? That's kind of what I did. I quit. Never killed Diablo. Never did. Now in Diablo 3, I played that with my son on an Xbox, and it was fun grinding because we talked a lot. But grinding by myself all in front of this little PC wasn't gonna work for Diablo 2. Diablo 3, we did it and went and killed that bastard. We put that devil in the ground. Yeah, we did. And we even played the levels beyond it. It was fun. They had an Act 4 special. Anyways, kind of an expansion, so to speak. Anyways, so I didn't like the grinding, and I just did this weird map with these nodes, and I was like, oh, I just want to move forward, and I felt like instead of the idea of exploration, I'm looking to explore what's beyond this door. Oh, that's cool, or oh, that's awesome, pile of treasure, it's trapped, or it's just a pile of treasure, or you meet a new character that's really interesting, or this big monster. It just didn't work that way for me. Didn't come. Now look, I know. There's many of you out there right now, waving your hands, screaming, typing on that board. Right now you're typing madly going, Jason, you are so wrong! Well, I am okay with being wrong. Because in the end, Bardsung is a great game. It's an absolutely great game. But it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. It was one of those games where I was told by some of my friends here online, you know who you are, just keep at it, keep trying, it gets there, it gets clicking. And I was just in a world that didn't work for me. That didn't. And I know, I have played some games, I've seen some movies, I've read some books, I've listened to some music that it took a while to get into, and once it did, it was worth it. I believe you. But I put it up for sale. Okay, that's all I've got. No, not quite. Because you see, there was one other reason. One other reason that I'm selling Bardsung and it didn't work for me. Magical hand reaching for something. Are you guys ready? Oh! Sorry. This game rocks. You start at 0 level. By the end of the 2-hour session, you get to 5th level and you're loaded with loot and treasure. You fight big monsters, you roll tons of dice, and then boom, it's on to the next one. Easy setup. I mean, it's fun. It's got a lot of, tokens and maps. Set it up, go battle. Guess who loves this game? Miss Jenny herself. She loves it. My wife loves this game. She will play Massive Darkness. We still play it. We play it, Marvel United, and then, well, I think you've already heard yesterday's post. She won't play Ark Nova with me anymore because I've won 9 times in a row. 9 times. How many times have you won a game in a row? 9. I've only played it 9. I've never lost Ark Nova. Man, I'm usually the guy who wins that first game and then never wins again. What kind of person are you? Anyways, Massive Darkness was so good. All the miniatures are fun. The rules were easy to learn. We have been playing it. We're just going through the stories, and it has tons and tons of extra content. New character classes, new monsters, little campaigns. We're about to start Heavenfall. Oh my gosh! Massive Darkness 2 killed Bardsung for me. So my Bardsung's up for sale. It's a little used, but it actually hasn't been used much at all. And it's on eBay. That's where I put it, and I'm accepting offers. So everybody, let me know what you think about Bardsung. And I am not afraid of you telling me, Jason, you are wrong. This game is the best game in the world. You can tell me that. I'm okay with that. I'm willing to be wrong. But for me, and I think Bardsung is wonderful and beautiful, it's just not for me, but what is for me is this game. I'll do a full review someday. I'll bring Jenny in here because she's going to gush all over it. It's amazing. Till then, everybody, this is Jason. I'm from the Game Warrior. I am the Game Warrior, and I am metaphysically fit. Spirituality brought together with your gaming, with your physicality, your green smoothie. Get out, get some sun. It's summer. Get active. Yesterday, I told you all about riding the river. Today, I'm out. I don't know what I'm going to do next. It's always an adventure. I love you guys and gals. Give me some comments. I would love to engage on this topic. What killed Bardsung? Maybe Bardsung killed it. Or maybe it was Massive Darkness too.